Children change schools due to many reasons which might be personal or not. Such factors can include poor academic performance, poor education standard. Does this incessant change of a child's school affect the academic performance and overall health of the child? Let's get the opinions of our respondents on this.
As an educationist, when you change a child from school to school frequently without breaks in between them, it affects the child's educational performance. The reason is because children tend to learn better with their familiar persons around them. Children tend to behave better and more classroom behaved with familiar persons around them. If you happen to change them from one teacher to the other, you are toiling with their emotional stability as regards educational wise. So in that case, the children or the people will not be stable enough to catch up immediately. It has to take a period of time. And let's say while the child is trying to catch up from the school B, you are taking him or her to another school C. So you see that over time you are automatically disturbing the educational balance of that child, which will in turn put the child in stress because of, obviously, as a teacher, when the child is not picking up, there are tendencies of queries from the teachers, you are not doing well, and little talks that might begin to affect the psychological behavior of that child. So in an overall statement, it affects the child in a very, very big way. Yeah.
Anytime you change school for children, they have to learn how to adapt to the new environment and even the people around. And you know, different schools have their different method of teaching, different method of imbibing the skills as well as the morals of that school. If care is not taken, this difficulty in adapting to the new environment can affect their overall performance in school, at times even their health.
By the time you are changing your child from this school to this school, you know, sometimes the children, they become, used to a particular tutor. So you need to give them time, maybe 2-3 years, for them to get good things from the tutor, you understand, before you can now move them to another. But when you move them like within every term or whatever, you move them from this school to this, man, no, I think it will affect them psychologically.
Most especially if you look at the way Nigeria, it will, but not every child. It depends on the capacity of the child. Like example, if a child has grown up in an environment and maybe the teachers also at that school, if you change him to another school that the teaching standard is not up to where he or she was before, it will really affect him. Before you know, the child will not be doing good the way it's supposed to be at his other area or the other school he or she was.
Of course, incessant transfer of child school, of course it will affect his academic performance, because maybe you find out that maybe a child has already used to his own classroom teachers. Then maybe and those in the kindergarten or nursery classes, they are used to their teachers. So maybe after academic session, the child has already acclimatized with the school environment, the school, the staff and everything, and he's doing well. Maybe you see a child, maybe during his first time, you see him, he become first position, second position, or third. But maybe sometimes you see parents, they just decided all of a sudden after maybe second time, or they just decided to change the school for their kids, and it will affect them definitely, because when he goes to another school, before he will get the use of the school environment and the teachers, so you will see it will affect them.
According to most of our respondents, schools mobility has both positive and negative effects on children. The negative effects in most cases overshadow the positive ones. A child's academic well-being can be improved if there is a right choice of school.